The question of the pupil. You have suggested that the book Meetings with Remarkable Men, Gurdjieff's second book in the series of All and Everything, is impossible to understand unless you have fully digested the contents of Gurdjieff's first book in this series. That is to say, the Tales of Beelzebub to his grandson. Could you explain to us why this is so? What is it in the Tales of Beelzebub to his grandson that we must understand first, before we can understand the book Meetings with Remarkable Men? The teacher replies, I have already explained that in this book, Meetings with Remarkable Men, there is a saying which in effect sums up this book. This is quite a common occurrence where there is, shall we say, I shall put this in inverted commas, a work of art, which is a big thing, and within that work of art is a small thing that depicts in a slightly distorted form perhaps that larger picture. I can explain what I'm talking about much better if I could draw it for you and show you it, and we can talk about this later. However, what I'm saying to you is that the book Meetings with Remarkable Men, there is a saying in this book which encapsulates the meaning of the book. And this saying is, I pointed it out because it was wrongly quoted in the film version of the book. So this is an extraordinary situation. It costs a lot of money and it takes a lot of effort to produce a film. And a film version of the book Meetings with Remarkable Men was produced. And yet they quoted this quote written in the book wrongly, where it seems to me you just have to read it out of the book to get it right. And yet in a film, despite the millions of dollars, as it were, to produce the film, they quoted it wrongly. Now, you'll wonder what I'm talking about. The quote is this. This is in the book. This is the actual quote from the book Meetings with Remarkable Men, which I'm saying sums up essentially the meaning of this book. The quote is, there is a law that the quality of what is perceived by anyone, when another person tells them something, depends upon the quality of the data formed in the person speaking. So you can maybe find this in the book, I don't know. Have you read the book? Have you read Beelzebub's Tales to his grandson, so that you understand the book? But this is the law. There is a law that the quality of what is perceived by anyone, so it's about perception, and for this you have to read Tales of Beelzebub to his grandson, to understand that what Gurdjieff is talking about is perception, the food of impression, the receipt of it, the food of impressions. But there is a law that the quality of what is perceived by anyone, when another person tells them something. So who's telling you something in this book, Meetings with Remarkable Men? It's the remarkable men who are telling you something. So the quality of what is perceived by you, whilst they are telling you something, depends upon the quality of the data formed in the person speaking. So do they know their stuff or not? It's not about the person. These are not remarkable men because of their qualities as people. It is that they know the data. They know what they're talking about. So when they're talking about it, the quality of your perception changes. There is a law that the quality of what is perceived by anyone when another person tells them something depends upon the quality of the data formed in the person speaking. So these remarkable men are those who know their stuff. It's the quality of the data in these men, these people, that changes your perception. Now, why is this significant? To understand this, and to understand why it's significant, you have to go right through the book, The Tales of Beelzebub to his grandson, to understand that what Gurdjieff is talking about is perception, the receipt of the food of impressions, changing the energy, the energetic level in us. Because we actually receive and digest correctly the food of impressions. We're actually in the second food diagram, the energetic background to a normal life. So this is why you can't understand this book, Meetings with Remarkable Men, until you have thoroughly digested, if I put it that way, the book Tales of Beelzebub to his grandson. Because it's actually a book, Meetings with Remarkable Men. Why are they remarkable? Not for their qualities as men, but it is the quality of the data formed in them. What they are telling you, they know. So it changes your perception whilst they are telling you this. So whilst you are reading this book. So this is an answer to your question. Does that make any sense at all to you? No. Okay. Well, perhaps you need to go back to the first book, The Tales of Beelzebub, to his grandson.